At last, we meet again. Hi, hello. How is everyone? Happy Tuesday, Monday, Monday part 2. We're just gonna sit here and wait while it downloads because it just released a good 7 minutes ago. You guys seem to be broken, I see. What is going on here? Yeah. What is going on here? Hold on. Hold on, chat. Hold on. Tuesday left you broken? What happened? What happened? Alright, give me 1 second here while I just... Oh, yeah. Did you have a good weekend though? A 3-day weekend? I hope you had a good 3-day weekend. I wonder if I can just... Boom. No, you guys are just broken. I guess you won't be on screen today, but you should know what you're typing. But yeah, did you guys have a good weekend? I hope you guys did. You shouldn't be saying that. Oops. Allow me to just... Allow me to just, but yeah, we are absolutely just waiting. It is currently at 4%. So, it's a Tuesday. Yeah, it's a Tuesday. You see, little Toku doesn't work this whole week, right? Lucky me. Lucky me. So, little Toku doesn't work this whole week, but that doesn't mean I'm not just sitting on my ass and, you know, doing nothing. I've been busy recording. I've been very busy recording all day today. But yeah, hopefully you guys' Tuesday was okay, and that you had a good enough weekend to have made up for it, right? Am I now? Am I now? Oh, I see. So, I currently do not have V-Bridge on. So that's one less resource, but also my face tracking is a lot crazier. But yeah, we can chat while it downloads. Allow me to stop. Actually, let me change this to just chatting, because we're not even playing the game yet, right? And I will also turn this off. You know, this is probably this is probably my accurate height if I was just stand and stare at you guys. Very tiny. Yeah. Very, very tiny. But What did you guys do this weekend? I didn't do very much this weekend. I kind of just sat around. But yes, I did some recording this weekend, and yesterday was a barbecue, but that's kind of it. That's kind of it. Though if you ask me, I think I'd very much rather stay home. My social battery? Absolutely zero at this point. Absolutely zero. But I gotta keep it going. I gotta keep it going. Oh, right. I can wink with this camera. Hold on. So that can happen now. Yes, that can happen now. I don't know when I would ever wink. Isn't that right, chat? We're nice around here. I can do dumb stuff like that now. I can definitely do dumb stuff like that now. I wonder, is my stream connected? It is connected. Okay. Let me see what it's at. Otherwise, 8%. Fun. So I guess we'll be chatting most of the time. Oh right. I noticed on tomorrow's stream, which is, I believe, let's see here, Bomb Rush Cyberpunk. Yeah. Tomorrow I'll be streaming a little earlier. Maybe 2 hours earlier, 3 hours earlier. We'll find out. But I've got something to attend to. Something that needs my attention. So I have to stream earlier. And if you don't get it, don't worry about it. Okay? Don't you worry about it. Let me get closer to you guys. You're so far away. Hi. But I'm very excited. I'm very, very excited to play Starfield today. You see, now chat, I wanted to go with the Unga Bunga punching build, right? But I guess I can't because it doesn't make too much sense, right? Like, you're fighting space people and you're gonna run in there with your fist? I mean, the troll in me says, yes, let's do it. But the immersion side of me says, no, Toku. That's rather immersion breaking. If you're gonna do that, we have to do melee build, which is not unarmed. Not as funny, but makes a little more sense, right? Because at least we have some protection. Some protection. Yes. So, I believe we're gonna do a melee build. Not unarmed, sadly, because I was sitting here thinking it was gonna be like a Fallout, where you have fist builds, right? And you can build punching. Hey, Grass Neko, how goes it? How's your Tuesday? But yeah, no fisting, no punching. You can, but it apparently doesn't do that much damage. Oh, great when the Tuesday. Nice. What have you been doing? What have you been doing? Congratulations. And welcome to the club. Now to work towards partner, right? That's what we're all doing nowadays. How was my Tuesday? My Tuesday was it was okay. I did a lot of recording today. A lot. And I mean like an immeasurable amount of recording. My brain is I'll just say melting. When you're looking at lyrics all day long and replaying one part over and over because you just, for the life of you, cannot understand it. Because the music is too loud for that mixing part. And there's mostly screaming. Well, it'll melt your brain. Yeah. So, I've been spending all day recording. $400K? What? What do you mean 400K? The redeemer? Hey, work for it, okay? Work for it. Work for it. Nope, no camp 2 for you today. Oof, 13 hours. Ish. Hey now. You know, I'm getting an update to my model soon, right? And I can and will have the power to just make her disappear. Yeah. I can make her disappear if I wish to. Soon. And then you would have no choice but to stare at just me. Yes. You'd have no choice. You have to stare at me. Yep. No! No! Don't do that. No, I mean... it is going to be an update, but there's more to it than that. Please, trust me. The emergency cap 2 fan art? Oh, jeez. Well, I did give you guys the necessary information to have her art drawn. Yeah. Don't worry though. Don't worry. It won't happen too much. Yes. Your own cap 2 toggle? Oh jeez. You make sure that if you have your own cap 2 toggle, the eyes show very well, and her jaw has to be somewhere else on your body. Fine. Maybe I won't make a toggle to make her go away then. And again, if she goes away, I guess I'm kind of just some normal guy. Your booba? Oh jeez. Of course you'd have her there. Of course. Why wouldn't you have her there? Who am I to judge, right? Who knows? Maybe someday in the future she'll be on my chest. Maybe. I'm not saying nothing. I'm not telling you any more than that. Outfit number 2 is, you guys will like it. I hope. Let me see where it's at the moment. Oh baby, 13%. Okay, life is gonna be great. But, tattoo on a wall? No. That implies she's dead. Dead and became a trophy. Or do you mean on oh, I see what you mean. Hey, I mean, yes, but hey, come on. It's not that flat. I have something going on there. See? It jiggles. It jiggles. Hey, just because your size is a lot bigger, buddy, doesn't mean you get to make fun of mine. Is that how it's gonna be? Is that how it's gonna be? Do it again. Oh, you just wanna stare, don't you? Fine, just for you guys. Are you happy? Are you happy? Are you satisfied? Maybe I've given you guys too much attention there. Maybe I've given you guys too much attention. Too much attention. Way too much attention. But yes, now it's covered. You don't see anything but the chain in the middle. Or the zipper? Zipper. It's a zipper. Hey, now it's part of my bones. Okay, leave my bone alone. Leave my bone alone. Oh, do you like my little fangs? You know, I don't see them because V-Bridger doesn't exactly show it very much. But I'm not using V-Bridger today. You want to see the tail? No, now you're asking for too much. Now you're asking for too much. You're calling me cute? Well, now you want to call me cute, huh? Now you want to call me cute. Here's your smile. Oh, here's a smug face, yes. The hips that do not lie, fine. I guess I'd rather show you the tail. Here's the tail. Yep, my hips lie. I don't have hips. I don't have hips, see? I don't have hips. Just a very long cape. A very, very long cape. You don't get to see that today. No. No matter how much you ask, you won't get to see that today. No. Of course you want to touch. Of course you want to touch. Instead, I'll just smile for you. Get out of here. Contain yourself. Contain yourself. Contain yourself. Oh geez, you guys are all down bad today. You guys are all down bad today. Oh boy. What did I sign up for today? This is the Starfield you wanted? To the stars and beyond. To the stars and beyond. Yeah, have some belly action. Have some belly action. There you go. Me or Katsu? Just so you can be near the hips? Of course. Of course you would. Yes, of course you would. Fine. Because you guys all asked so nicely. Are you happy? Are you happy? Are you happy now? Oh, the things I do for you guys. The things I do for you guys. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Bunnies have a higher yeah, that. Bark? Oh jeez. Don't bark. No, I'm not a dog. I'm not a dog. You know, it's kind of nice that because of how unique my motto is. How unique my motto is, I can. It's hard for me to do anything in Pick Crew, right? You know, Pick Crew, that one website where you can make art, I guess, of whoever. But because of Cat 2, and I guess the cape, I'm rather unique, aren't I? And the tail. But it's nice to know that can't exactly replicate it. Though I have found one JP VTuber. I think she's agency. She also has eyes. So cool and unique. Thank you. But yes, she also has eyes. My goal is to one day learn Japanese enough to communicate with her, and we can compare eyes. Because I want to know what the lore is behind the entity on her head, right? Mine is a mimic. What is hers? A yokai? Can you go big corpo? Look, if I ever go corpo and not graduate, but go on a long hiatus, you would know it's me. And that's all I'm going to say. You'll know it's me. I can't do many other voices, so you'll know it's me. Well, if you guys show up in chat, I definitely will. Don't you worry. I'm not gonna just disappear anytime soon. Besides, you guys are side characters? No. You guys are the big elites of the Tokyons. Alright? The big elites of the Tokyons. None. I'm not gonna go anywhere anytime soon. Besides, yeah, I'm not gonna go anywhere anytime soon. Don't worry about it. It's a dream, but a dream is a dream, right? Kind of like how VTubing was a dream for me. And, well, I made it a reality somehow. We're here now. And I plan to stick around for quite a while. Yes. Now let's see. Yes? What's up, buddy? 15%. No, I won't forget you guys. I said it to Grass Neko too. My very first viewer, actually. If you guys haven't known that. He stuck around. I remember him. I still remember all the ones who showed up for debut too. I don't exactly remember their name, but if I see them again, I would say, hey, it's been a while. But that was when I was on YouTube too, though. It's also nice to know that this one guy who used to watch me on YouTube still watches my VODs. It's nice to know that people stick around. And, well, I'm lucky because not everyone sticks around, right? Friends, viewers, you name it. And it's like, It's nice to know that even on that side of things, when I was still over there, well, a couple of people still watch me, even if it's a VOD. What is that? Is that a pee? Or is that a sad puke? I don't know what that is, buddy. I'm not sure what that is. But no, I won't forget you guys. You can't just all of a sudden up and go, hey, so I'm going corporal, bye. To ban you? I would never. Unless all of a sudden you start advertising. And then I might have to ban you and stab you. As promised. I will stab anyone who dares advertise anything. Anything on my chat. That's a promise. No. I'm not going corpo. That'd be the day. I wouldn't tell you guys, but you just have to know. If it ever does happen, you'll just have to know. That's all I'm gonna say about that. What do you mean I wouldn't go corpo? Or what do you mean, Benny? I'm not gonna ban you for advertising me. No, because it'd be a surprise, right? It'd be a surprise. And why don't I just tell you guys this straight up? I only plan to apply to... Oh no? Yeah, I'll just tell you guys straight up. I only plan to apply to one corpo. And if I get in, I get in. But if I don't, well, that's kind of it. And I'll give you the biggest hint. It is the one corpo that I truly follow and adore. In fact, my Oshi is from there. And if you don't know who my Oshi is, well, check the music tab. You'll see. Hey now. Chico, I'm banning you. I'm kidding. But if I was to make a Dakimakura, I would probably have two sides, right? I would have two sides for you guys. One of me and one of Cap2, of course. Yes. You guys will probably have a turn to Cap2 though. I'll make her extra thick just for you. Extra thick. Okay? I'll make her exactly as is. Just remember, she is a very much more goth version of me. Yeah. Much more goth. So if you want your big booba goth mommy, she might be right up your alley actually. And that's all you need to know about that. And that she has black hair and not purple. That's all that's all there is to it. And I died. Oh, There I am. But let's see. Where are you at, Starfield? You are at... It doesn't even say any... Oh, 16%? We're gonna be here all night. It's fine. We'll play it when we play it. Yes! Besides, I miss having a Zatsu with you guys. I absolutely miss having a Zatsu with you guys. But yeah, don't worry, like I said, I won't be going to corpo anytime soon. Unless they deem me as worthy enough. Hidden gem, yeah. But from my knowledge, they don't just hire anyone. Right? To my knowledge, they don't just hire some random nobody off the streets. And as of right now, well, I'm a Class B villain, who is just that. Though it does mean that if I get into corpo, I can quit my current job. Oh, give me a sec, chat. Give me a sec. Sorry. Sorry about that. Neighbors. But yeah, won't be for a while. Yeah, I guess I'll apply when they open. That's all I have to say. Yes. And also, I won't just graduate this. I won't graduate me. I'll just go on indefinite hiatus. Yeah. But anyways, chat. I was told by a friend that I'm not interactive enough. What do you guys think, huh? Do I interact with you guys enough? What do you guys think? I mean, I know there are times when I'm gaming and I'm quiet, right? Like, when I'm quiet sometimes because I'm focused, but that's normal in most streamers I've seen. Like, you want to stay focused when it's kind of a hard place, right? You think I do? Oh, thank you. I mean, granted, there are times where I have to, like I said, just focus and play the game. But that doesn't happen as often as you think. Because I'm always trying to talk to you guys about something. Anything, really. And, well, I guess we can all say they're wrong then. Thanks. That's all I have to say. Thanks, guys. Oh, goodbye, Bunny. It was nice having you here. Feel free to write stuff in Discord, or if you have anything you want to ask. Personally, I guess. DM me. Okay. Bye-bye. But, yeah. Okay, let's be honest. Which thighs did you really want? You want my thighs, or you want my thighs. Okay. No throw pillows for you. No throw pillows for you. Oh boy. You guys are being nice to me today. What's up with that? Very, very suspicious. Very suspicious indeed. I'm onto you guys. I'm onto you guys. Alright, goodbye, Bunny. Have a nice night. Okay. But we're at 18%. Yeah. Maybe I should have waited until the game was fully downloaded. Because I think it's just gonna be a Zatsu stream for the rest of the night. Speaking of which, I'm collecting a few things I want to watch with you guys on Friday. Yeah. Random things to watch on Friday. It'll be fun. I'll make a playlist. Or not really a playlist, but a giant web or browser of all the things that we would watch together and we'd go from there. Next to... So I realized I sometimes doze off on stream when it gets quiet. And that's for you guys to keep count. That's for you guys to keep count, and if you realize it. If you don't, then that's okay. But if you do, and you catch me on stream going, yeah, no. Then you can go eat me. And the plan is to program a noise into it. Or something like that. It doesn't happen often. But every now and then. Oh! There's another command, but only one person knows about it. I'm not gonna tell you guys. Oh, right, I guess there is also... Yeah, usually when I'm sleeping like that, I definitely have had a long, long day. There's also, what is it? It was... Oh, you guys know about Poke. But... yeah. There's one more, but... I've given Violet the rights to use that. The only Violet can use it for now. That's all. Other than that, there's no throw. Nope, no throw. If you know Violet well enough, you might know what the command actually is. But she hasn't really screamed. Destroy Toku! Decimate Toku, oh jeez. You're not far off, I guess, but it's more so the adorable sibling, right? And she wants to just destroy me because of how adorable I am. Speaking of siblings, one of my VTube siblings, I don't know if they count as a full VTuber, but the singer, the musician, something like that. They debuted yesterday, yeah. And I tell you guys to go support them. But I don't know when they stream. And they're also on YouTube. So, yeah. Now, you ask, how are we siblings? Well, because we're both designed by Annie's mama. Annie's? Yes. The very same person who designed me. The one who made the character she and everything. Yep. Now, I have 3 moms, right? I have 3 moms, but the rigger mom doesn't count as a full mom, so... Nanda, you're spelling it wrong. You're spelling it wrong. A-N-I-E-S. Anise. N-E-S? Anise. However you want to pronounce it. But she prefers Anise. Anise. N-E-S. Yeah, you get the point. You get the point. A very great artist. I've loved her art since I've discovered her, I guess. And lucky me, her commissions are open and boom! There I am. I'm now in existence. And I believe, recently my other sibling, the eldest one I should say, recently came back into streaming. Yeah, he started streaming again. But I don't know his schedule because he doesn't exactly have one. But yeah, I recommend you check him out too. You can find everyone in my little description. You go to my channel and it'll say recommended channels. They'll show up. They'll show up. But yeah, there's the Annis family. I also have the Noah family, which is the person who made the model art, which is what you see now. Exactly what you see right now. That family is huge though. That family is huge. I won't go into specifics of it because Noah Mama has created quite a few children by now, right? Since me. I granted, I'm not the first child. I'm not. No. So, yep, there's that. The VTuber world is weird, yeah. The VTuber world is weird. Step siblings, yeah. Wild, isn't it? It's not much to... You don't need to know too much about it. In other words, the only reason they're siblings is because they're designed by the same person or rigged by the same person, right? One of those two. So, it goes into like, who created the character first off? And then, does it go from model artist and then rigger? Or does it go model concept artist and then into model artist and rigger? Or do you have 3 parents like me, you know? That's all there is to it. Yeah. Nothing too complicated. Nope. Where are we? 20%. Alright. 20%. Let's go. But, yeah. Let's see, what else did I want to talk about today? While we're just sitting here waiting, I guess. Oh. The bridger, I guess, is like, I need to find the correct parameters for me to do crazy things. Also, I need to find out ways of how to make you guys throw things at me. Because I don't know why you would, but you can. Yeah. Yeah, we can make it happen. We can also make a soundboard happen. Yes. We can make a soundboard happen. But I don't know what to put in there. So, we can definitely start spicing up the stream a bit more. Not even a bit more, a lot more. I need to find stuff to extensions put on, right? Extensions. And it'll be fun. Yeah, it'll be fun. I also need to come up with more redeems for you guys, because my current redeems are very, very expensive. Maybe a little too expensive, right? Speaking of which, let me see here. Channel points. Alright. I'll turn that one off for now. Yeah, it's weird. You like them currently? I just want to come up with some more random ones. But I guess they'll come when the time comes, I guess. When the time comes. Oh, nope. I closed the wrong tab. Master check. No, you're right. You're right. I was getting there. Yeah. I was getting there. Slowly but surely, right? Slowly but surely. But yeah, those are the basics of point redeems, right? Because you just gotta make sure your favorite streamer is currently 1, not shrimping, and 2, making sure they hydrate enough. So I decided to put those 2 in first. Give me. Right. What did you guys have to eat today? you ask me, I had some kind of stir fry. I just kind of threw in whatever because I did not have the time after recording. I didn't finish reading it, and I thought you just had a whole onion. A whole onion. Yeah, I just thought you had a whole onion is all. But I'm happy you did not. Yeah. But whole red onions. That sounds bitter. My knowledge of them, they're bitter. I don't blame. I don't judge you, but it's bitter to me. And I guess if I'm eating bitter, I'd rather just drink a coffee. Right? The red onions are nice. Yes. Onion, chicken, tomato. What a name, though. What a name. Oh. Let me see. Oh. I'm wondering if I should stop streaming and come back once it's done downloading. But I also don't want you guys to sit around and wait. I don't. We can clearly play something else in the meantime while waiting. But... let's see. Right. Tomorrow's stream early. I haven't decided what time, but I still have more recording to do tomorrow. Because, well, tonight too, actually. As soon as stream ends, I have to hop right into recording again. Recording how? Recording how? It'll be worth it, trust me. One of them you won't hear. One of them you will not hear, because it's gonna be for a friend. Yeah. Unless you follow said friend, I won't say who, you won't hear it. It's just chanting backing vocals. But the second thing I record, you will hear, and it's gonna be on my YouTube channel. And it's a long-awaited process. Long-awaited project. That's the word. Because, like I said, at the moment, we're currently waiting on the mixer. So, I'm just recording ahead of time, so that when the mixer gets to us on her wait list, she can just get working on it right away. And I can get the music over to the MV worker. Yeah. And then, boom, just like that, you have seen my first cover video. It's a duet. A duet with who, you ask? Well, you've seen her. She showed up on stream before. She definitely showed up on stream before. Now, which person is it? I'm not saying who. You just have to guess on which person it is. And I have streamed with very many people, so not very many collabs. Yeah. Just stay excited. Be very excited. No. Now, granted, I don't have the best voice, but these mixers can work miracles. Yes, they can work miracles. I've heard it. And I have very expensive taste when it comes to, art and anything really. I have pretty expensive taste. Unless it's food. Yeah, it could be any of those. Yeah, it could be any of those. Could even be the person I collabed with 2 weeks ago. They could be anyone. Could even be someone you've never met before. I don't know. Wouldn't that be the day if Violet sings something? Wouldn't that be the freaking day? You don't remember? That's okay. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I've only collabed with so many. Strangely enough, I've only collabed with mostly girls. If you haven't realized, mostly girls. The only males I've collabed with is Kaitsu and Red. But they're siblings, so I mean it still counts, right? It's still a collab. It's still a collab at the end of the day. So yeah, and I guess you guys aren't really questioning it, but yep. Yep. You want to collab with me? Well, what would we do? I don't play very many games. It's the problem. It's the biggest problem. It's the biggest problem. I don't play that many. Like, I keep Apex around because most of the time someone asks me for a collab, they usually bring up Apex, right? Or Minecraft. But I don't know. I don't know. Let's do a viewer's game someday. And occasionally, I guess, I'll get asked if I play Phasmo, which Bunny is excited about. But yeah, It Takes Two. We could do that game, but I'm scared I might troll you more than I should. Might scare you more than I should. Or not scare you, troll you. Oh, speaking of which, I do have something cooking with Violet. So, look forward to that, actually. Fair enough. We'd have to talk about it, I guess. I need to also learn to step out of my comfort zone. And, well, interact with others that I have not. Because there's a lot of people I have potential to collab with. Right? I just don't interact with them because, well, social anxiety sucks. It really does. And there's nothing I can do about it. Like, you guys might have seen it firsthand, actually. When I was collabing with Raymond, and she kind of drew me in that giant group, the social anxiety peaked, but I did my best to kind of step out of my comfort zone. And speak to strangers I've never really interacted with. Yeah. And it's hard, but, well, if I don't start somewhere, right? How am I gonna step out of my comfort zone? Like, what if all of a sudden I get invited to a giant collab with 8 other people, or 9 other people, and makes 10 of us, right? I need to tell myself that, Toku, it's absolutely okay to be yourself. Oh, not be yourself, but be your VTuber. Be this. Yeah. Play the villain. Play the villain. Yeah, seriously, yeah. The struggles of never being taught to Not to never talk to strangers. Exactly. It's rough. It's rough. Not just that. It's because, well, it's a personal thing. I'm an introvert. Believe it or not, I'm a huge introvert. I'm a hermit too. I see. You live alone long enough, you kind of become a hermit, and you don't want to go out. And then you have friends who are extroverts, and they come kidnap you. That's the only reason I go out to do anything. I get kidnapped. Oh, I guess adulthood. I'm not a child anymore. I may be the size of one, but I'm not a child anymore. No. And yeah, just growing up in kind of a strict child, with a strict childhood. Well, you get told to not do your best to not make friends who cause trouble, right? But what do you do when you're the one who causes trouble? The kind of a class clown, and gets yelled at to stop doing that. No, I'm 5'3". I guess the size of a child would be 4'3", right? Yeah, I'm 5'3". The size of a PT? No, because children are huge these days. Children are ginormous these days. You know this kid who's in... What's it? Oh, right. It was middle school. He's the size of a freaking adult already. 5'7"? Jeez. What are you feeding that kid? He's gonna be 6 feet by the time by the time he hits freaking high school. Or maybe he's done. I don't know. I stopped growing with the 6'12", the 6'12" 12-year-old. Yeah. Exactly. Let's see, I stopped growing when I hit middle school. I reached 5'3" when I reached middle school, and I just never grew since. That was it. I was stunted. Reached my peak. Yep. And it was rough. It was very rough because I have this weird tendency to befriend giants, you see. I have this very weird tendency. I don't do it by choice. Hey now. You're right. That was 200 years ago. It's 200 years now. People are ginormous nowadays. And then you have my sister, who is 4'11". My sister, who is 4'11". She is an actual child. Oh, jeez. And she's like 400? Yeah, something like that. Oh. It's a little nice for her, though. But it's mostly because clothes is cheap, right? She can buy children's clothes, and it's cheap. How tall is my family? The tallest in my family is 5'5". So that tells you anything. Yeah, we're not a very tall family. I'm not the shortest, but I'm pretty damn close. Pretty damn close to being the shortest. I won't tell you how many siblings I've got, but yep, pretty close. Hey now. I'm very small and fragile. Like, if you were to put me in a tank, like as a tank in an RPG game, it just wouldn't work. It wouldn't work. Not at all. Now I have a friend who's built like an actual a bulldog. He's built like a bulldog. Tiny upper body, big upper body, tiny lower body. So he's very much a bulldog. That guy could be a tank, not me. Well, he could probably pass as a DPS too. I'm more of a very low end DPS or support. A very low end DPS. But, Final Fantasy XIV has taught me different. Final Fantasy XIV has taught me that, regardless of your size or build, you can be a tank. But it's a little funny having a Lalafell be a tank for you, because say you're fighting a ginormous monster and your tank is a Lalafell, this very, very tiny 3-foot creature, and it's tanking this 20-foot creature. Yeah, it's funny to think about that this little tiny creature can take such a strong hit. But I haven't played 14 in a long time. So. Yeah. Oh, speaking of which, I've thought about playing what's that game that came out in Japan that's recently out here, kind of via Amazon? Blue Protocol, that's what it is. I thought about playing Blue Protocol. But I don't exactly like the weapon choices. I'm also very picky on weapon choices. That's a me thing. Yeah, that's a me thing. Maybe I'll play it. Also, I need to uninstall Palia. If you guys heard of Palia, it's like a comfort MMO, so to say. But is it not for me? It's not the way I want to build. You see, the build path is very one-sided. You build a house, and a house is pre-built, right? Like, all you can really do is decorate the inside. Decorate the inside to however you like. But there's something about it that I don't really like. So maybe I'll uninstall that, and we'll find other games to play. What are we at, Starfield? 30%. Okay. 30%. Alright. So I guess today is a Zatsu stream. And Friday will have to be a Starfield stream? I don't know. Maybe we can get to Starfield tonight. But honestly, sitting here chatting with you guys has been pretty fun. So. Yeah. Oh. Thanks for telling me, phone. Miss Amelia Watson's outfit reveal. We can watch that together, but normally when I watch that kind of stuff, I don't really say anything. All I know is that her next outfit is going to be a astronaut. Why else would she have a giant bubble around her head? But yeah, you feel free to go watch her if you want. But I'll have it on my phone, which is down there. So if I'm looking down, I'm not asleep. Don't use EP, okay? Don't use EP on me. I'm not asleep. I'm just watching the stream a bit. Guys, each time we get closer to the next Final Fantasy VII Part 2 of Final Fantasy VII each day. Yeah, I'm very excited, even though there's not much going on for it. Not much at all. But I'm excited because it's Final Fantasy, right? But that's kind of it. I'm just excited because of that. Other than that, oh right, Dream Channel 0. But when does that come out, actually? Let me go into my wish list and check. They don't have a release date. But in November, we get to play Like a Dragon. And we get to experience the adventure all over again with Mr. Kazuma Kiryu. Yes. Also, there's this interesting game. Very interesting game. It's a parkour game, kind of. But the character is an overly thick goat. An overly thick goat. That's all I can say. I don't know why they made her so thick, but she is very, very thick. I'll put it in the game channel, the gamer hall, and you guys can check that out. I'll put it in there and you guys can look at it. And yeah, that's that. What else is on my Star Ocean? But I think I'm gonna play Star Ocean on my own. Oh, would you look at that? Hitman 3 is on sale. Oh. Say, you guys want to play some Hitman 3 sometime? Even though it's been overdone and everyone's played it already? Even though it's been overdone and everyone has played it. I really could. But, I don't know. We still have Ghost Trick too. I want to play that. Guys, Mr. Dave Diver. The next comfort game I've been looking at is called Sunhaven. It's a farming game, kind of like Stardew. Kind of like Stardew, yes. So yeah, so we'll maybe do that at some point. And I've also been looking at horror games because guess what next month is? October. Yes. October. And October means, well, birthday and horror month. And I'm excited. I'm not sure what games I'll play. I'm not sure. Let's see. We can look through together. Categories. Where's the horror? I'd put it up on screen. And Ghost Trick is fun, yeah. I played it before. I know the whole story, but I think it'd be fun to go through it with you guys. I think it'd be very fun to go through it with you guys. Then again, I only remember so much about it because I was a little younger when I was I played 3DS. Yeah. I played it on, what did I play it on? The iPod. I played it on my iPod. Yeah, the iPod. That was quite a thing. Yeah, the touchscreen iPod. Before they became iPhone. So I bought it on there and played it. I'm looking through horror games. I can't find a category for the life of me. There it is. It was on the theme site. Okay. So I know there's this collection of horror games. I saw Rainy play it yesterday. What was it? Why is Sifu in a horror game? Interesting. So if you guys go on Steam and you look at the horror category, there's Yu-Gi-Oh! I guess Yu-Gi-Oh! can be kind of scary, right? I guess it can be kind of scary because maybe your opponents have a scary deck. I don't know. Let's see here. Elden Ring? I guess. Phasmo, I have Phasmo. There's plans to play Phasmo already. Survivor Series this month, yes. We'll do one a month. And for next month, the Project Zomboid for sure is gonna be Survivor Series. I still think that's funny. Yu-Gi-Oh! And horrors. Yu-Gi-Oh! And horror. Faith? No, I've seen too many playthroughs of Faith. Way too many playthroughs of Faith. I'm not gonna go through it. You know, I'll look through this on my own time. Have you guys heard of Liza P? It's apparently Souls-esque, right? Apparently it's Souls-esque. I don't know about it. I'm not sure. I don't know how I feel about that game. I've seen my friends play it and I don't know. It doesn't feel right to me. It's a cool concept, I guess. There's some jank to it. Let's just say that. And with my luck that you guys have kind of seen so far, let's just say it might break on me. Kind of like the one time I played, not on stream, but off stream with a group of friends. I played, Naraka, that's the game. That's the name of the game! Sorry, my mind just blanked out. But, I'm pretty sure you're not supposed to be able to phase into rocks or stairs. It happened anyways to me. And they were wondering, where did I go? Toku, where did you go? Why are you not helping me fight these other people? And all I could tell them was, I may or may not be stuck underneath the stairs and ground because I phased into it and I can no longer get out. So, that happened. Do I like Souls game? Souls like? I'm going to say yes and no. Because the point of playing them, no. The lore behind them, yes. As complicated as it is to put the lore together, yeah, I love the lore. Speaking of which, I never did a sit down of do they have one? Yes, they do. Okay. There is a whole documentary of Elden Ring lore. And honestly, I'm here for that. I'm here for that. So I think I'm gonna do that once maybe tomorrow when I'm taking a break from recording. I'll watch a couple of those. Yeah. Okay. There's some funny ones. I don't know if I want to watch them. Yeah. See, the thing about Souls games to me is like, camera. Okay. Oh, I'm gone. I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm possessed. I'm possessed. Did you guys like that disgusted look? Camera? Camera. There we go. You guys are used to that by now. It wouldn't be a Toku stream without it. I can't replicate it. It's sad to say I can't replicate it. Nope. No way can I replicate that. My eyes don't go up high enough. But yeah. Souls-like, very nice. Now will I play a new one if it ever comes out? Absolutely. Absolutely. You guys like watching me suffer? Absolutely. Yes, you guys do. Absolutely love watching me suffer. Besides, why wouldn't you? I like watching my favorite streamers suffer. Yeah. So I'm pretty sure you guys like watching me suffer too. Though I guess that hasn't been happening lately. The only thing that's been happening lately really is PC suffering, but that's a different story entirely. That's a battle I can't win. That was some dedication right there. Yeah. That was some hardcore dedication. It was in 2.5 streams. And then we beat it not too long after. I'll admit, I miss Elden Ring. Maybe I'll go back one day and fight Melania. But, do I want to? Do I really want to? Nah. Ooh. Very nice. Did you do the whole run through of Dark Souls 1, 2, 3, and then Elden Ring? And then Demon Souls? Ah, that's some dedication. Very nice. I've never played Demon Souls. I've seen a lot of playthroughs of it. Right? But I played Dark Souls 1 through 3. So here's how my builds changed. In Dark Souls 1, I used a greatsword. In Dark Souls 2, I used a greatsword. In Dark Souls 3, I used a katana and fire. It was a very, very strange build. Pyromancy, samurai. But it didn't get me very far, PvP wise. but it got through the end of the game, right? So it did its duty as PvE. Ooh. A paladin. That's a very good set. Yeah, it's a very good build to go with. I don't blame you at all. A friend who went mage. Mage. From what I remember, mage builds are very strong. Mage builds are always very strong. Although you start out slow, like very slow. They're very strong. Lots of damage. I've never went a mage build though because I don't like casting. Right. And also I like being up front in whatever I'm fighting space. Yeah. Which is why when I played Final Fantasy 14, people said, "Hey Toku, you should try out mage. You know, the black mage." And I'm like, "No, I'm good. I've seen how long it takes to cast the damage." But it wasn't for me. I don't like casting. Heavy armor and big weapons. See, I like the big weapons. I don't like the heavy armor. I'm a medium armor to light armor guy. What kind of crazy build did you end up doing? Because I know my build was rare, but it's not crazy, right? In Elden Ring, did you walk around naked with a giant weapon? Go full barbarian? Sounds kind of fun, actually. Oh no, wait. One of my friends did that build. One of my friends did that build. He went in Unga Bunga full on, right? He went naked and he hasn't beaten the game yet because of life, but he got around to halfway through the game with just naked and a giant club. It doesn't get any better than that. You beat Margaret before leveling because you were told you had to beat him to level up. Yeah. You leveled 40 strength before a single level of vigor. So you hurt. You were a glass cannon. You were an actual glass cannon. You hurt like crazy, but you died by being breathed on. Oh boy, of course 10 hours in? Oh no. Poor Torrent was sitting in wherever the heck Torrent lives. Wherever the hell Torrent lives before you summon him. Yeah, Torrent is really useful. I can't imagine playing Elden Ring just by walking like you do in Dark Souls. Whatever game they make next or series they make next after Elden Ring. Not Armored Core, because I know they made that too, but I mean like whatever part they make in the series next. Well, I hope it's how to say open world and there's also a mount, because I don't think I can go from instance to instance, right? Not really instance to instance, but it's like I don't know if I can go from one section to one section anymore. There has to be an open world for me to explore, and all of a sudden I'm fighting a boss I'm not sure of. That I'm into. Although I will admit I do not like the bottom right section of the Elden Ring map. Rot is not very fun. Rot and Madness. Ugh. I hate that section. Even at the higher levels. But yeah, I did take the Malekith armor and brought that to the end game. But I don't think I'll PvP. Armored Core and my PvP. But that's only if there's tournaments, right? Speaking of which, if you guys didn't watch Sunday's test stream, My robot looks a little different now. We have something called chicken feet. The chicken feet, yes. Which is what I initially aimed for. So I like hopping. I like hopping in Armored Core. It was harder in the old ones, but in this one, is exactly as how I want it to be. Yeah. Do I have my dream build yet? No, not at all. What I have? Kind of there, but I need to unlock all the parts. And yes, I had to look up where the hidden parts are, because you would not know. I literally found my first set of hidden parts, and you would not know where they are unless you actually looked it up. Or if you were curious enough, I guess. Because one of them is a hole in the wall. A hole in the wall, yes. And you had to really know it was there. And if you did not explore, you didn't explore that hole in the wall, you miss out on that piece entirely. In fact, 2 pieces. 2 pieces. But I've learned at the end of the day that pistols are still my thing. Yeah. Oh, and if I wink at you, it's accidental. Okay? Accidental. Okay, that one was on purpose. But it's because the VTube camera doesn't track so well. But that's how it goes. Where are we at download wise? 39%. Do you guys really want to wait until it fully downloads? Or would you rather I come back? I can come back a few streams later. And... oh, not stream, few streams later. I mean a few minutes or so later. And we can do a Starfield stream, right? We can do that. If you guys want to. But it's also kind of late. Right? And it's a Tuesday. It's a Tuesday. I don't want you guys to be up too late. No. Yeah. I want to play Starfield. You're fine? Okay. But you're fine as in you're okay just waiting? Or you're fine as in you just want to chat for tonight? Oh. In that case, why don't we switch the schedule around a little? And we'll do... do this. We'll do Starfield tomorrow. And we'll do Bomb Rush on Friday. Wait, no. No? We'll do Bomb Rush tomorrow. And Dave the Diver on Friday instead of Thursday. We'll do Starfield on Thursday. And then instead of not streaming on Saturday, I'll stream another Starfield on Saturday. Sounds good? Yeah? That way, we can just sit here and chat today. I'll change it up too, don't worry. I'll change it up after stream and I'll switch it up. And that way you guys get to enjoy my Starfield adventures. Instead of just, I guess, sitting here and watching me chat and waiting for this game to download. I won't play a lot of it, but I'll start it up and see how it runs, pretty much. Though it is 40%. It is 40%. And it can, how to say, it might happen tonight, who knows? Who knows? But We can keep chatting, yeah? We can definitely just keep chatting. Let's see here. Oh, I've got a Skeb email. Never mind, it's not the Skeb email I want. Yeah, Skeb is interesting. I've got like big commissions waiting from Skeb. I'm excited to see them. No, not a scam email. Download? Wow, who would have thought? But no, it's Skeb, the Japanese artist website. It's just an email recommending creators to me, or artists, I should say, at a low price. Let's see. 10k yen, 45, a 4.5, 5k, 3k. These are rather cheap. Let's see. Let me see how. Let's see the art. There's nothing here. How can I trust your art? You don't have much of a profile. Oh, there it is. Did you guys want to see too? Hold on. DM by widows? Huh? What do you mean? What do you mean DM by weirdos? In that case, hold on. I don't buy art accounts. Yeah, I get those too. Not as much these days, but I get those too. Let's see here. Where's my window? Where's my window? There it is. Yeah, those happen quite a bit. 90% of the people who follow me and unfollow me are exactly those GFX bots. In fact, a couple of them who advertise on here are exactly that. Boom. Welcome to Skeb. Now, this person doesn't have much, right? But if you click on Pixiv, it'll show you their art. And, well, their art doesn't really appeal to me. I mean, this is cute, right? This is cute Lami art. But, like I said, I'm picky. I'm picky. Because then you go from here and then here. Well, no, it's not bad, but then you get, I don't know, chat. I don't know. It's not for me, I can tell you that much. Now, on to the next one. Oh. Interesting. You see, yeah. The art's okay, but it's not something I would go for, right? And then we also have, I don't know, buddy. I don't know, buddy. That one's a little wonky for me. Nah. Oh, this one is good. I don't think you'd be able to draw me the way I want it. And then you have someone like this, where you have to go on Twitter to find their art, and I'd rather not. Because usually they don't have anything there either. Ooh. Oh, there it is. Now this one might be something up my alley. Definitely something up more my alley. But I think they're a little too cute for me. Right? They're a little too cute. But we'll keep it up. And then you have this guy who, But Skeb is interesting. Yeah, have you ever been on Skeb before? You guys haven't. Welcome to Skeb. Welcome to Skeb, where these are mostly Japanese artists. And you'll, peruse through the arts that have been uploaded recently. People also do voicing for you if you want it. They do text if you want that. There's also video work. And music work. Or advice, I guess, if you want to ask for it. They'll tell you how to draw this or that correctly. Usually for cheap. Usually for pretty cheap. And there's this guy, of course. This guy shows up at least once a week. He's drawn for me too, actually. He's made one of me. Yeah. But, oh! I know who this is. This is one of my model artist siblings. Though she's gone AWOL. And you guys know Ashton. I've rated her a couple of times. But yeah, it tells you who you follow and everything. Say, you guys want a little sneak peek? You want a little sneak peek? So, here's one of the artists I've got drawing something for me. I'm not sure what they're gonna draw for me. But we'll find out, right? And then here is the other artist, which I'm also not sure what they're gonna draw for me. I didn't gacha it, but you have to go through Deep L and do your best to translate it. Yeah, there's a lot of cute ones. There is. There's a lot of cute ones. This is normally where I get my random arts. I don't have very many. But you've seen all of these. I use these quite a bit. And that's my collection so far. Oh, I didn't realize they linked that too. But yeah, there you go. Welcome to Scab. But yeah. Feel free to just look at it, I guess. And we'll move right back to chatting. But yeah, that's Scab. And that's one of the emails I just got. So it happens every now and then. But it's not the email I'm looking for. The emails I am looking for is hey, your Scab has been completed. And here you go. Here's a little preview so you can see what you got. And that's that. That's usually the ones I'm looking for. But I peruse on there every now and then, and like you, I sometimes find artists on Twitter who are looking for commissions or who have commissions open. Yeah. It's rare, but it happens. There is one website I'm sketchy about, VGen. I know there's a lot of artists on there, but I've not really heard good reviews about it, you see? So there's a problem, right? There's definitely a problem with that, because I've done VGen a couple of times. I've gotten a few arts from it. A couple, I guess I should say. For example, let me see if I can find a VGen art. Not DGen. Not a DGen art. A VGen. This is from VGen. Jeez, that's huge. Yeah, this is little guys from VGen. But they are... They're well-known, or not well-known, but they're respected artists, right? So, that's a little more okay. Away you go. And also... This is a VGen. Oh, jeez, that's huge. My profile picture. Yeah. This is a VGen art too. They did a very good job. This is also a VGen art. It's not every day, every time though, that you get a good VGen art. You see, I've got... Not got, but... Well, I guess I do. I have one VGen mission that just never went through. And the person just disappeared. So... I don't know, at the moment VGen doesn't stand very high with me. Yeah. Let's get that off the screen. Bye-bye. It is kind of fun how I can just drag things on screen, right? How big is this? Hey guys, it's me. Hi. I'm a PNG tuber today. And this is how we're gonna do things from now on. Or did you guys want this? Where is it? Let me just hide down here for a bit. And we can put this Toku on screen. There you go. Hey guys, who's it? Hi, hello. It's me, Toku. It's like nothing has changed. Nothing has changed at all. I'm just a lot more pixely than you remember. That's all. A lot more pixely than you last remember. Yeah. This is stupid. I'm having too much fun with my commission. But I could do this one day too, actually. Honestly. I can honestly get away with this. So Toku, exactly. I just don't move is the problem. But nothing has changed, right? Nothing has changed. There you go. There you go. Now he's got the cape. See? It all works out. But that's not who you guys are here for. That's not who you guys are here for. You guys are here for me. You got the cape, yes. But getting commissioned art is fun. I have fun with it. There is one art I want to show you guys, but I shouldn't, because then it's spoilers, right? I can stare at it all I want, though. I can stare at it all I want. Yes. Very good art. Paid a hefty sum for this art. You guys don't get to see any of it. Not until I release the MV. Ooh. And nope, you don't even get a teaser. It is Astronaut A. Sorry. Sorry, it's down. Ah, yes. I forgot I had a fan art folder. It's there's not many in there, but there's some, right? There's some stuff in there. Like for example, pay up. Come on, you know the rules, chat. Pay up. Okay. But that one was made by a friend of mine. He was nice enough to make art of me. No, don't you dare! Don't you dare! You've done enough. You've done enough, Nacho. Oh. No! Why? I mean, thank you, but no. Oh, jeez. Let's see, who do I can congratulate? But you gifted a sub to Aro. At least I know who Aro is. Ivan, I don't remember. Battle Beetle, Vinland. Oh, Yamai. Vemu got one? Oh. Okay. Blackline? Okay. Oh, jeez, you spoiled me plenty. Thank you. Thank you. You spoiled me too much. You spoiled me way too much. Yeah. Just for you. Just for you. Yeah. Enjoy that tail. Enjoy that tail. Tail, yep. Tail. This too. Thank you. You really don't ever have to. You should really just pay for your own. And that's it. But you are giving memberships, or not memberships, subs to most of these people who don't even show up, actually. Most of the people who don't even show up. Oh, and it's gonna be a new fun toggle. A very new fun toggle for my thing. Whenever I can, well, whenever I decide to do it, I should say. Whenever I decide to do it. And yeah, that'll happen. You'll enjoy it. You'll enjoy it. Mostly because I can do this. And it would have more effect, right? I can't do it now, but when it does happen, you'll see what I mean. You'll see what I mean. We've talked for almost 2 hours, and it's 50%. So maybe you guys will get to see some Starfield tonight. Yeah, I don't expect anything from you guys, just to show up, I guess. And even then, you don't have to show up. I appreciate it if you do. But, hey, life gets in the way, right? Maybe I won't even show up to my own stream sometimes. Maybe I'll just have Kit Kat 2 show up. I won't even show up to my own stream. I'll have her I'll never be AI. Just for a little. See, yeah. Even if just for a little, it means a lot to me. It pretty much tells me that you can. You can. I don't even care if you show up and lurk. It just tells me you care, right? That's all I care. That's all I need to know. That's all I need to know. And as long as I know you guys are here, like, you don't even have to chat. As long as I know you're here, I'm happy. And the fact that, well, I came in here with no expectations whatsoever. None! But you guys have broken all of my expectations. Every little bit of it. I expected, I told you guys, right? I told you guys. I've expected at least one viewer up to my 1 year stream. But no, here we are. Here we are. Minimum of 2, maximum of 5. Jeez. If you told past Toku, well, he wouldn't believe it. He wouldn't believe it for 1 second. No. He'd probably tell you, he'd probably tell me that I'm crazy and to give up. But he wouldn't have given up. He wouldn't have given up. Neither should I. He wants to follow the stream. I want to follow the stream. We're gonna keep it going. A train doesn't stop for nobody. It doesn't. It really doesn't. And you never know who you end up meeting. You never know. One day I could be streaming or doing a collab with some giant name, some huge named VTuber. And they'll go, who the hell is this kid? Who is this kid that is collabing with this big name? Well, I'm just a nobody. But I get along. You know, we get along. That's what matters. We're not in it for the big game. We're here to make friends. Or try. Try. It's harder than you think. It's harder than you think. But I've made a few friends, I should say. A few friends from VTubing. It's nice. It's nice. Albeit, there are a few more I wish to befriend. Maybe I'll build up the courage and message them. But unlike me, they probably get 1,000 messages a day, right? So, what are the chances they respond to me? We'll never know, right? You never know until you shoot your shot. Kind of like dating. Kind of like dating, where you won't know until you shoot your shot. You can ask them out. The worst they can say is no. The worst they can say is no. No. Shoot your shot. Make friends, exactly. And I've made friends. You guys have seen that. I mean, albeit they don't show up the stream, but do they have to? Absolutely not. Most of them are on the other side of the world, actually. Most of them are on the other side of the world. Oh, speaking of which, chat, I recently learned that the JP scene has found me. Isn't that interesting? The JP scene of VTubers has found me. I don't even speak, well, I speak some Japanese, but I don't even speak fluent Japanese. And they've found me. Somehow. In the midst of EN VTubers. And the group stream? I always have fun with group streams. Maybe out of my comfort zone, but if it's Annie's Annie's family, I think I'm fine. I'm comfortable with them. But any other It's me forcing myself. It's just me forcing myself. Nothing more, nothing less. But yeah, you never know what's gonna happen. Especially when you're a VTuber. You never know what's gonna happen. And don't worry, I won't cause any drama. I'm not one to look for it. Not one to look for it at all. If it finds its way to me, well, it's a one-sided drama, honestly. A one-sided drama. That's on them. They should come talk to me about it like an adult. If they've got a problem with me, well, that's on them. I normally don't have problems with people. Very patient. Very patient with people. I shouldn't be, but here we are. It was not how I was raised, but it was how I've taught myself to be, right? Because my family has no patience for anything. So I decided, why don't I be the black sheep of the family and, well, for one, I guess, be patient. And second of all, maybe not have an anger issue. Yeah, so that's probably the main reason why you don't see me rage at games that much. Do I rage at other things? Absolutely. I absolutely rage at other things. But not in a bad way. It's more of a mad at myself kind of a thing, right? And I guess now you kind of understand the kind of person I am. Ish. So I'm silly, I'm patient. That's all there is to it. That's why I chose to be a villain, not some other kind of creation. Silently thief? No, not at all. I've got all the patience in the world for games and stuff. If I'm dying in a game constantly over and over, well, I just need to focus better. All there is to it. And maybe I just need to do better timing. And all that shebang. The only time I'm seething is if someone absolutely gets on my nerve. But even then that's rare. So it's really rare to see me seething. But others seething at me? Well, more often than you think. Much more often than you think. Not patient. No. I used to be better at memory too. A lot better. And I don't know if I told you guys about the reason why I have a brain injury, right? So, I got hit in the head. The steel beam, 20-pound steel beam, dropping down from the ceiling. Right in my head. Yep. It didn't dent my head or anything. But it left a lasting impression, let's just say that. And since then, my memory's been kind of wonky. My thought process has been kind of wonky. But yeah, that's how that happened. And I used to be able to think a lot better than this. I used to be able to talk a lot better than this. But you guys are patient enough for me, so I'm happy about that. I'm happy about that. And not everyone is. I'll be honest with you, not everyone is as patient with me. And this is even before the head injury. And yes, I did go to the ER. I did go to the ER, covered in blood. Don't worry, Toku's not dead. Toku's not dead. I did somehow avoid death. I was half dead. Absolutely half dead. But I'm here now. That's what matters. Imagine I paid for all of that just to almost be a VTuber and pass. Somehow in the universe that happened, right? But I wouldn't be here. But I powered through it somehow. I powered through it somehow. And this noggin of mine, it does its best. It does its best. So, let's see where Starfield is at. 56%. Let's go. Let's go. Also, I've gotten better at talking. You guys realize that? I've gotten a lot better at talking. I used to not be able to talk for 2 hours, honestly. Not be able to talk for 2 hours. I remember streaming my first Zatsudan stream, and I was only able to do not even a full hour. Not even a full hour before my voice died. But it's getting used to it now. Absolutely getting used to it. Endurance. It's building up an endurance. That's what it is. And I hope I can get my singing voice up there too. But that's a whole different vocal cord, right? You're glad I'm doing better? Thank you. Yes, I'm also glad I'm doing better. I mean, granted, I still have memory issues. And, my thought process is still kind of wonk. And I have to look up what words mean now. Because parts of my brain is just gone. Just like that. But, yeah. I haven't met a regular VTuber, so I guess that's my VTuber origin, right? I haven't exactly met a normal VTuber. Every VTuber I've met so far has some kind of condition or problem that goes along with them. And if you've met a normal being VTuber, you let me know. You let me know. You let me know that they are normal and doing just alright and VTubing. I'm pretty sure there's one out there, but I've not run into them. All of my friends I know here are special in some way, but that's what makes us unique. That's what makes us unique. Yeah. But yeah, crazy times. Crazy times. Someday also, I hope to do a 24-hour stream, maybe a subathon. Oh, wait. Speaking of which, I could do a subathon, can't I? A September-thon. Do I want to participate? Because I'd have to sit down and make a list of goals. If we reach certain goals or certain number of subs, I can do this or that, right? But it's harder than you think. Not harder than you think. I wouldn't even know what to do with the first goal. Say, for example, if we hit 50 subs, right? What the heck would I do? What the heck would I do that I haven't done? That's something I have to sit down and talk to myself about and think. Exactly, yeah. I mean, I can look at other VTubers and what their subathon goals are. But at that point, I feel like I'm just copying them. At that point. And yeah. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I won't do one. Just because, again, like I said, I expect nothing. I'm just here because I have fun. Mostly because I have fun. And then the other half of it is here for you guys. Yeah, your entertainment. I'm here for your entertainment. And my own, of course, but mostly yours. Yeah. Mostly mine. Right, guys? Mostly my entertainment. No. I'm here for you guys. For your entertainment. My suffering? Your fun. Yeah. There's a lot of faces I can do on here that I can't do on V-Bridger. Like, let's see. Like the smug face, mostly. I could do the smug face without V-Bridger. Kind of. It's harder to do than you think. Ooh. Oh. Ooh. Oh. Starfield, where are you at? Almost 60%. It's gonna be 3 hours by the time it's done downloading. Well, for anyone expecting Starfield tonight, not happening. Sorry. But streams usually don't go your way sometimes, right? That's the streamer life, baby. Woo! That's the streamer life. Heck, I'd be lucky if it does go my way sometimes. Let's see if I can. Nah. Nope. I think I've done enough talking for one night, honestly. There's not much left for me to say, really. If I talk too much, well, I'm not gonna have anything else to say for the rest of the week. Or the rest of the month, even, if I speak all of it here. Yeah. So, how about we end stream? Sound good to you guys? If I end stream here? Because I'm pretty sure Starfield's not gonna... Well, if I end stream here and Starfield does download, how late are you guys willing to stay up? Because it is a work night. It's still a work night. And I don't want you guys to play tomorrow. Okay. Yeah. We'll do that. Well, but if I play tomorrow, it's gotta be an early stream. Sadly. And most of you guys might still be at work, honestly. Which is why I say we stream Starfield on... Thursday. Yeah, Thursday. Which gives you guys time to play your own Starfield if you wanted to. In case you wanted to avoid spoilers. That gives you a day if you wanted. Yeah. And we'll see. I'll see you guys tomorrow for Bomb Rush Cyberpunk. And you guys might not even be there for that one because that one's early. Not early, but earlier than usual, right? Maybe I'll stream it at... Let's see here. Usually 8 EST. Usually 8 p.m. EST. But we might do... I'm sorry, I'm doing time conversion in my head. Not working out so well. Whenever, I guess. I don't have an exact time. But, yeah. Thanks for hanging out with me today, guys. Absolutely, thank you very much. Am I gonna raid anyone? I could. But, that's a lot of people online. That's a lot of people. Who do I even raid into? It was fun talking tonight. Yeah, I had fun too. Let's not tonight. You know what? Fair enough. Fair enough. Let's not raid anyone tonight. And that's it. I will leave you guys with... Oh. Dish of the day. That's right. That's new, isn't it? You've never had a dish of the day. The dish of the day is... I didn't think that far. I didn't think this far. How long bows. Sure. Have fun with that. Do with that as you will. As always, my little tokens. Till next time. Bye-bye. Wait.